Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another broadcast of The Weekly with me, Neff. Please subscribe to the channel and share this video with a couple of friends and colleagues. Helps out a lot. Trying to reach 1,000 subscriptions here, and every subscription helps out with that goal. New subscribers, welcome to the channel. Old subscribers, thank you for continuing to support. Jon Bernthal's Frank Castle to have a major role in Spider-Man Brand New Day. This is confirmed news, ladies and gents, so you will see Jon Bernthal as Punisher in the new Spider-Man film that's supposed to be coming out next year. And we've been talking about Spider-Man quite a bit, so this is cool news. Can't wait to get more confirmation on the villains. I had a video on that as well that is done pretty well, and I'd say check that out if you want to be in the know when it comes to what's happening with Spider-Man Brand New Day. I think the list is very interesting, and I do think there are still some confirmations that we need before we move forward into the filming of this film, which is scheduled to shoot in July or August of this year. THR has now confirmed the news. The trade doesn't add any new details, but does mention that both Zendaya and Jacob Batalon are reprising their roles as MJ and the best friend Ned, although how substantial those roles will be remains unclear. It seems we might get to see Spidey team up with the Punisher to take on the Hulk in Spider-Man Brand New Day after all. Scooper, MTTSH, that's My Time to Shine, is reporting that Jon Bernthal is set to reprise his Daredevil Born Again role as the Punisher for a major role in the fourth Spider-Man film. Now, before that confirmation, there was a rumor that followed stating that from Nexus Point News that Mark Ruffalo is going to be back as Bruce Banner, noting that Banner's role in this film is going to be much larger than a cameo, and Ruffalo will have a substantial role in the film. I think they should actually switch out Mark Ruffalo, to be honest. And not because it's anything personal, but as far as when it comes to the Hulk, Mark Ruffalo's Hulk, he's not really the Hulk anymore. And I just think for him to revert back to being the Hulk that it's supposed to be, I don't think people would see him as that at this point in time. So I think they should just remove Mark Ruffalo altogether, get someone else to play the Hulk, just recast it in general, and then use that Hulk when you go into Doomsday and Secret Wars along with this Spider-Man 4 film. I think that's actually the best way to do this, honestly. Yes, Mark Ruffalo has recency, as in the people know who he is, right? He's familiar. Oh, Avengers, Mark Ruffalo, the Hulk, cool. But outside of that, no reason to have him as the Hulk anymore. Spidey has joined forces with Castle and faced off with the Hulk on a number of occasions in the comics, and if the studio is indeed laying plans down for an eventual World War Hulk movie, which I talked about months ago, it's entirely possible that Banner could begin his rampage by smashing up New York. Bernthal and Holland have worked together in the past and seem to be good friends, and we could see a very entertaining dynamic between Parker and Castle as they form a reluctant alliance. And speaking of them being friends, they're both on set for the Odyssey, so that's interesting as well. They'll go from the Odyssey to Spider-Man. Other villains are expected to be featured in this film. Talked about this as well. Look at that in the catalog, ladies and gents. Tombstone, Scorpion, and Boomerang are rumored following a recent report from a Disney event in Vegas. But Spider-Man doing battle with the Hulk is one of many clashes comic book fans have been waiting to see on the big screen. And I'd say the only other clash that fans would be as hyped about on the big screen would be John Byrne's Wolverine and the Hulk. So this potential showdown would be sure to generate a lot of hype and excitement. And ladies and gents, we will keep our eyes on this news. Obviously, more news dropping about Brand New Day, and it seems like every week as we get closer to the beginning of shooting, and when that happens, we'll definitely be getting a lot of news on that. But yeah, we'll just have to see. Please subscribe to the channel, like this video, share this video with a couple of friends and family and colleagues as well. Also, comment down below, what do you think about Jon Bernthal being added to the cast of Spider-Man Brand New Day as the Punisher? Definitely going to be interesting to see how they approach this. I think a grounded Spider-Man would be really great going into Doomsday, something that's not going to be as grounded. So I want to hear what everyone thinks about that. Also, ring the bell for notifications and be safe. It's Neff signing off.